this session might be a bit short because it's probably going to be mostly RP,
Yeah,
if not completely RP, because
I'm not committing terrorism today.
7.5. There we go. Okay, so this session will take place pretty much the day after last session, so it's
Hmm.
3 days till Jason's surgery, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
So you wake up on this very comfortable bed. Like you are surprised how comfortable this bed is. And what is Andre's morning routine usually?
Uh, Wake up, sip coffee, mess around with his electronics, wait for a job to come in.
Okay. See me as I swallow food.
Hmm.
And go close my door. Yes, yes, go away. Mobile. Forgot to set my phone to vibrate. There we go. So, so you wake up, you go to the kitchen, get your coffee, sip it, and you look at the clock. It's about like 8:30 or 9 a.m. in
Hmm.
the morning. And you're kind of just sitting there, just like, okay, I got it. Like, kind of like, you're kind of just like sitting there and just thinking about what the hell happened yesterday.
Fucking,
First I got blown up, like Jesus.
I got blown up by the doctors, which is
Yes.
strange.
Which of course Dryly kind of put it, you know, put his own little this might be the case of, hey, you're in uh what's the word? Restricted airspace.
Hmm.
But no one knows for sure. Maybe your new employers, but you haven't really thought to ask. At least not yet.
Oh wait, this new day. How much do I heal again?
You heal your body.
Alright, so I'm just chilling at the full, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like,
Actually, since I'm a
the
tech, could I
hmm?
repair my jacket while I'm
Yes.
doing this? That's what I'm
Yeah.
tinkering with. All right.
Yeah. The rules for uh healing is as long as you're stabilized and you do and each full day of you doing rest or doing light work, you heal your body.
This is probably going to be a light work day, so
Mm-hmm. Most likely. So
would it be basic tech to replace my jacket? Repair my jacket?
yes,
All right.
if I remember correctly, it is basic tech. Oh yeah, I think you
All right.
repaired it just fine.
Yeah, it seems pretty.
Yeah, that's yeah. In fact, it looks even better than before. Like how the hell?
I'll be 12. No.
I think like the standard DV for that is like it's like
11.
ridiculously low. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, you were
Anyway,
gonna say something.
yeah. So you're kind of just sitting there like drinking your coffee, fixing your jacket, when your agent gets a text from an unknown number, a different number from the one before, saying, "Come meet me
Hmm.
downstairs."
Well, might as well, right?
hmm I'll put you in the GM layer while I do this. I need Andre on this. The token. There you go. Hold on as I set up this map. So you walk out of your room, your apartment, canap, whatever the fuck, and you kind of stroll on over to the elevator down the hall. Yeah. One thing, as you notice when you leave, that Jerry is not in the canap at all. Like his
Huh.
half of the canap, dark. So you're kind of thinking maybe he's already gone to work, is doing something. And you go to the elevator. You enter the elevator, doors close, and you start going down, and then you keep going down, and you keep going down, and it's taken a bit before you realize, wait a minute, I only live on the fourth floor. How do I keep going down?
I'd be
And
on like the negative eighth floor by now. This is.
yeah, it's getting
I
crazy.
think I'm about to get shot.
Nah. And eventually, after like a good get another like maybe like 20 seconds or so, you get down into a like you're not even sure what to call this, but you get down and the elevator doors open. You exit, and like you are just dumbfounded by what you are seeing, because there's this whole like underground section, like this like basically like underground sector underneath your own building. It's just like, and like this thing is like massive, like as you can tell on this map. Like
Uh,
it's a big chunk of Watson, and you see tons of people like, and like all around you, there's like tons of other elevators, opening and closing, people going in and out, wearing their own like suits and whatnot. And it's just like your mind is just like, how the hell?
I I'm probably standing out because I'm just this
Hmm.
random Polish dude with a mustache and a Hawaiian shirt, and I'm deep underground, surrounded by corporate suits.
It's not even just corporate suits. Like you see like armored people with like guns. This is like is it, and then you look over and see like a military officer like walking by. It's just like, what the hell is this place?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a level 3 access, right?
Yep. Please don't move just yet.
All right.
I know what you're trying to do. Don't do it just
No,
yet.
I'm just moving a bit closer. I'm not. I'm not riding the zip line yet. Not zip line, monorail, probably.
Yeah, it's just a tram. A very high
Really?
speed
I would
tram,
have
but
thought
a
it might.
tram nonetheless. It's a high tech high speed tram. And eventually, as you like look around dumbfounded, like, how is this here? How is this possible? Like,
Now, I'm
if you
not wondering how it's possible. I'm more wondering how the fuck did no one know about this? Like, this is spanning a decent chunk of the city under major areas, and no one knows. It's
Mhm. Like
surreal.
as far as your character knows, is just this area. It's just this residential area. He doesn't know about the actual map just yet.
Well, it's still massive. It's a massive area
Yeah,
under
yeah.
Watson.
Like there's actual like
How is
full
the
size
city not
buildings down
collapsed?
here too. Like that's how tall this space is. There's like 3-story buildings around, maybe like a fourth, fifth story building as well, here and there being built.
Hmm.
And eventually, uh, kind of out of nowhere, a man in a white suit kind of walks up to you and says, "Ah, so you're the new hire."
Suppose I am.
Yeah. He kind of like looks at your face, looks at what you're looking at, being that being the like general area of the place. And he's just like, yeah, yeah, we get that look a lot.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Two questions actually. One, where did you take all the dirt from this? All the stone and stuff.
Let's just say we have ways of dealing with that.
And second question, how has this not caused a major collapse of infrastructure?
Uh,
How's the
we
roof
are
not caved in?
we are roughly about uh, what was it exactly? Like a few thousand kilometers down.
Hmm.
I think the exact name was like 5,750 kilometers or something. So there's still a thick wall of dirt and stone and whatnot between Watson and here.
Hmm.
You enough so that the city doesn't collapse.
So, what do you want me down here for?
To give you the tour of your
All right.
work areas and to show you around the place you knew.
I was
Also to give
expecting an
you
offshore carrier, but this seems to be working good.
also
Oh,
to
I'm
give
sorry,
you
you were going to say something.
after and yeah I was and to also to give you this and he puts his hand inside of his suit and pulls out a a tablet
All
and
right.
offers you to it. And as soon as you grab it, the screen turns on, doing all sorts of like booting up shit. And it's just like that. Keep that tablet might take a few days to adjust to you and to give you full access to it. But that's usually how it is for tech. Also,
What is
please
this, like an
don't
agent?
tamper with it. That's still company property.
Yeah.
So yeah, that thing right there is going to store all of your uh, files, all of your anything really. Um,
I'm
it'll
sorry, hold
also,
on a moment.
yeah.
I need to do something really quick. It's going to take like 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I got plenty of time. Gonna lower myself in terms of mic so that you, the viewers, if there is any viewers, don't hear me chewing. Oh Jesus! There's a fly in my not in my yeah. There's a not curly fly in my curly flies. That's kind of weird. Still a welcome surprise. Could just mute myself too. That's an option. that I forgot about. Nothing like having to wait 5 minutes or so. That's fine. I can wait that long. Pull out the phone. See what's new in the world of phone.
Hi, I'm sorry it took so long.
It's fine. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yes, I was talking about the So yeah, he hands you the tablet, yada yada yada. He says, don't tinker with it or modify it in any way. Company property, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, that thing has everything you need. Whenever your first paycheck comes in, it'll appear on your tablet. Uh, you can take it from there. Excuse me. Oh jeez, I am gassy. What the fuck? Anyway. uh, so yeah, let's give you the tour, shall we? So yeah, he shows you around the residential, which has basic necessities. Has a armory with a very colorful attendant, I guess you can say. Uh, there's a shooting range with a. There's actually a gun club that hosts stuff there occasionally. Nice.
Check
Cafeteria,
that out later.
yeah. Cafeteria. Uh, yeah, it's basically anything you'd find in a residential, plus a little bit extra. You also notice that there's also a few different company like mini sectors within the sector. There's one for
Huh.
like Arasaka, Biotechnica, all that jazz.
What are they doing here?
Oh, I guess I should mention that those companies that like those mini sectors within the sector are where the it's so there are spies in each company send stuff.
Do they not
There,
know you have spies?
they do not. That is correct.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Arasaka is a bit tough in that regard, though. Like they have to do a lot of stuff to make sure they're not found out. Still, let's just say we're not called the oh, what was the term that the other companies called us? Ah, yes. Let's just say we are not called the corporate boogeyman for nothing.
Huh.
Yeah. The other corporations, they've heard about us. They don't know about us though. They've heard stories, but nothing concrete, at least. And he just kind of just smiles and leads you over to the tram station. Uh, yeah, yeah, I was just shaking a bit. And when you arrive to the tram station, you see the map. This map, actually, uh, with the three different sectors and whatnot. And
I've got access to level 3, so.
mhm, yeah. And as he walks up, and as you guys walk up to the tram, and you look at the map and whatnot, he says, "Now you do have a level 3 card, yes. However, that level 3 access card is very limited. Most of your
What
work
does
is
that mean?
gonna be in the weapons development sector. Some
Oh.
things you will have to go to high security for, uh, not much. So there's like a very limited area of the high security area that you
So
are
it's more like
allowed.
a 2.5 level card.
Yes.
Alright, let's get this tram started.
Hmm. And yeah, you guys get in the tram, and it takes like no time at all to get into the weapons development area. Like you counted the seconds; it was like 15 seconds, and it's just like that's like a few miles. It shouldn't take 15 seconds.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you arrive. The tram scans you and lets the doors open for you. Which, as you exit, the guy says, "Yeah, until the trams can read your biosignature, fully at least, they're gonna be scanning you a lot.
Alright.
So follow me, and as you follow him, you like this area also has a few needs. Like it has like there's another cafeteria here. There's weapons range here as well. Another armory. Have that being said, this weapons range seems to be a lot for the weapons that are being developed. You see like the laser rifles being tested and modified and tweaked on. Uh, you see laser sword being modified and tested on all sorts of stuff. And yeah, and eventually he leads you through a series of corridors to a pretty decently sized work area. So like it's like a 20-foot by 20-foot space. Comes with a workbench, computer, table, a few chairs, a whole lot of
Hmm,
tools. And
nice.
he says, "This will be your space from now on.
Hmm,
You may move anything to your heart's content. You may get rid of anything to your heart's content. You may add stuff to your heart's content, as long as it's been approved by your supervisor, but shouldn't be a problem. This is where you're going to be mostly spending your time."
alright. Actually, I noticed something back there, that laser sword.
Hmm?
My associate, the one I'm staying with, has one of those, I believe.
Yes.
I It has a problem with its battery life, correct?
Yeah, we've noticed that and trying to fix that.
Have you considered putting in a limiter?
We
As
have,
in
but
something to like limit the flow outward might make it consume less electricity, and then well you still, it won't last forever, but you'll still,
yeah.
it'll last longer.
To be fair, it's also like very early very early stages of development. So we're really just
Hmm.
focusing on the you know, will it work type aspect of it.
Seems to me like it might, but
Like it's functional, but we're just making sure that it is functional before we actually start, focusing on
mass
its,
producing it.
yeah,
Hmm.
before we, mass reduce it, make sure that, and give it an actual power source, not a fake one that we have in it now.
Hmm. Oh, there's there's one thing I would like to ask for acquiring. There's something I have a little bit of a project I want to work on. Few things. Do you happen to have any assault rifles that can have like a burst mode? One of those would
Like
be pretty.
a like a three fire burst mode rifle.
More like two round. 2 round would be better.
Um, we don't, but I'm sure we can make one. Or make a switch for it.
Alright. And a second thing. I would Do you happen to know anywhere where I can acquire a specific linear frame? There's this one I heard about used for construction where you don't need your plugs to plug into it to use it. I was thinking I have an idea for something I can do with one of those, but it's gonna take some time. I figure now that I got this job, why not try and see if I can make it work for you, huh?
Yeah, I can. We don't have them on hand, but we can get one.
All right.
I'll. He then pulls out his own tablet and starts pushing a few things on it, and he says, "I'll go ahead and order a few for you for testing purposes."
Oh, and well, this is outside of my paycheck, so I
Don't
could
worry.
we get like a suit of metal armor?
Ah, um, metal armor, huh?
Yep. Or flak if you have it. Metal would be preferred though.
You should have some metal, metal gear around. Yeah.
Wonderful.
If not, I can still order some. Not that big of a deal.
I'm sure you can already see what my plan is, but
I've got a few ideas about what your plan is.
yeah,
And
like
then
a
he keeps
set of
pushing a few
powered
more
armor
buttons.
that doesn't need training.
Pushes a few more buttons, and he's about to push a button, and then he hesitates for a second. Stops like right above the button, looks up at you, and he says, "Do you require anything else before I push this button right here?"
Uh, well, the burst assault rifle, the metal armor, the specific
Mhm,
linear frame.
mhm,
I would like to just list off random parts that I would need
mhm, mhm,
for the burst shotgun I have planned,
mhm, mhm.
and
Yep.
that should be it.
Okay. He then pushes a few more buttons. Uh, at one point, like you see, like the tablet like eject a stylus from the side. He grabs it, like signs something, puts it back into the tablet, puts the tablet away. Says, "Okay, That's all settled. Uh, follow me again." And he leads you, you know, through more corridors, and this
Hmm.
time to a totally different tram. He says,
What are you two doing?
"Oh, hello, Sky.
One-on-one session.
Yeah,
Oh, is it character exclusive shit?
yep."
Yeah,
All right.
unfortunately.
And he's gone like that. Fantastic.
All right.
And he leads you to a second tram station, and as you arrive, the tram scan you again. Takes a bit faster
Hmm.
for the full scan this time. And he says, "Looks like the trams are getting used to you. That's good."
That's
And
good. Quick.
you guys board the tram, and you arrive to the high security. Uh, as you arrived into the high security, a few things stick out to you. One, everything here is basically just white, and maybe a bit of blue compared to every other areas like black and fuzzy wuzzy, whatever.
Round.
hmm And he says, now, and you guys are still in the tram, at the station. And he says, like, before you get out, he says, anything you see here, strictly confidential. Okay?
Vegas rules. Got it.
hmm If you utter even the slightest whisper of anything that goes on in here, we will kick you out
Ah,
with force.
I would like to, like mime out zipping my lips, that sort of thing.
hmm Good. And you guys then exit the tram. Tram, of course, scans you again. Takes about half a second that time. And as you enter the leave the tram, it is blinding in here. Like holy shit! And he leads you, and of course, like always, near the tram area, there's a cafeteria, another weapons range. That that one you can hear some funky noises coming from. Like really
I
funky, like what?
assume I can't access that.
Not unless you have special clearance, which you don't.
Could just said no.
I like giving the new employees the full info they need if they ask a question like that. Not just no or yes or maybe. Simpler that way. No one about answers or questions, just straight up. And he leads you to your space. A bit smaller than the 20 by 20 over in the weapons development. This is actually a 10 by 10 with like basically the same setup as before. He says, this is your area for anything that is more on the hush hush side of things. If you ever need to develop a more, if you ever need to like develop something uh, to that scale. Um, oh, one thing I forgot to mention: anything you build in these rooms, whether over here in high security or over there in weapons development, does not leave the room.
What if
And
it's something specifically for me? As in something I'm making with my own materials and using your tools, not.
if it's
Yeah.
your own materials and strictly for personal use, it can. But that's your own materials, not that's your own projects, not ours. If that sort of thing backfires on you, we don't want it backfiring on us. Safety precaution. We've uh we've had a few problems with stuff like that in the past.
People using your tools and running away with them, or your tech.
Let's just say the mechs you've seen running around before. Actually, I don't think you've seen the mechs, have you?
Well, I've been in Watson, so I've probably seen them for the police, right?
Oh yes, that would be correct. See, those robots, the mechs that you've seen them running around. Let's just say they were a pleasant surprise one day from one of our researchers. And
Took them and ran.
huh?
Did they take them and ran, or did they do something else? I'm just missing the context.
Those robots started hostile towards us.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. And, they can't really take much of a punch, but when there's like 20 of them, they can take a punch. Luckily, we figured out the kinks pretty fast.
All right, so is that the end of the tour? Uh, you got something else to show me?
Pretty sure that's the end of the tour.
All right then.
At least for now, unless if I forget something, which I don't think I have. Kind of like pulls out his tablet, pushes a few buttons to make sure. He says that yeah, that seems to be it for the tour. Any questions?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, you've got my number if you ever need if you have any questions. And then
All right.
he's walks away, leaving you to your own devices.
I'm gonna immediately take that Fran back to weapons development.
Okay.
And probably just do my job, developing
Mhm,
weapons.
mhm. And as you I'm gonna get a new token for this guy. He looks. And as you reach your workspace, you see a man just kind of just sitting there in a chair, looking at his own tablet, pushes a few buttons.
In my workspace?
Mm-hmm. In your
Well,
workspace.
it's my first day. I'm probably just assuming I made a wrong turn somewhere. So,
Mhm.
you know, I start to. I would like to look around and see if this is my workspace.
Look around, and on the door it says your name on it. Also, how do you pronounce your name again? The last name?
Andre Presbaluski.
Presbluski. Okay. And as you look around, the guy says, "Don't fret not, Mister Presluski. Right?
That's enough.
You are in
Does it
the
mean
correct
more?
spot. Shush. And sorry for my butchered pronunciation of your name. We don't get much Polish around here."
Uh, I forgive you. You did
He's
poach me from across the sea, so
pretty expense that was, but I say it's well worth it in the end. He keeps pushing a few buttons on his tablet.
if I may, what's happening here?
Kind of looks at you. He says, "Just seeing how you've settled into the place.
Well,
I know it's your
about to
first
get
day,
to
but
work.
I hope my comrade didn't
Scare
cause you
me
too
off.
much trouble."
Yeah, he was fine. Keep quiet about the high level stuff and all that. I understand.
Good. Well, I best get back to work myself. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of paperwork on my desk. Kind of just walks
I'm
away.
assuming. I guess I'm just gonna look for like, hey, we need help on X thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
And
then
there's
go help.
just a few general things here and there. Uh, Weapon tech, laser tech, any tech really. Uh, any like,
Definitely help with
mm-hmm.
weapons suck.
Yep, you go help.
Want me to roll?
Ah, nah, this is general, nothing too major. And that's when you get a message on the tablet saying,
Huh.
new message saying, new project in high security.
Well, up and on the tram.
Mm-hmm. Top of the tram doors open for you immediately. Get
That
to
was
know that.
sick. That was quick.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they shuttle you to high security. If I can get out of GM, thank you. And eventually, as you walk in and you reach there, you enter your space, and you see this piece of armor just sitting in the middle of the room.
Oh,
nothing.
The armor I
does-
ordered.
No,
I would like to inspect it.
you expect it. Like, how close are you willing to get to this piece of armor?
Like contact, like touching it.
Okay, you touch it, and as you, the slightest poke, and you know how like when you touch water, there's like a ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
It does that.
Is it like stick my hand in? Like, is that a thing I can do?
You cannot stick your hand in, but it still does the ripple effect anyway.
How the fuck does this work? Who, whose idea was this?
Actually, mine. And as you turn, you see the guy in the white suit again.
Oh, hello again.
Hmm.
If I may, why is it rippling?
An unforeseen side effect of uh oh, what was it called again? Kind of something.
Nanomachines?
And we had like a simpler version of it. Knights, maybe
Nanotech?
possible. Can gives back to the tablet. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Nano machines. You are correct. That is the name that we have pop up with for now, at least. You might change it. Who
So
knows?
this is nanomachine armor.
Basically, so what do
Is
you
it even
think?
effective?
Um,
I mean,
we've had it. We've used it in the field a few times, but nothing too drastic.
guessing it didn't kill the wearer, so
No, it did not.
it's fascinating. Don't get me wrong, but where's the exact advantage of this technology over conventional armor?
I'll show you. And he walks to the back of the armor, and so you're looking at this armor, fully decked out and whatnot. He grabs something from the nape of the neck area of the armor, and the entire suit like practically like disappears and puts in like is put and like the thing he takes out, like the entire suit kind of like gets put into this like accessory, into like a bracelet or something, and he holds it in his hand, and he says, "Covert operations."
Can we get one of those in a watch?
We can make it a watch, yes.
Huh.
It basically, we can put this armor as any piece of like accessories, like glasses, earrings, bracelet, watch, rings, shoelace, clothes, like this is like normal, like he like holds his like presents his like tuxedo. This is suits, actual clothing. It's like imagine
I'm
you're walking down the street, you hear gunfire, and like a flick of and like not even think about it, and he like snaps his fingers, and boom, you are armored and ready to go.
I've been contracted partially to, develop stuff, but also partially for field work.
Hmm.
You think we could get some of that? As in
Hmm.
me, the royal we?
So you want a field test some of this, huh?
It would help with development, and it would keep me more alive.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, it could. Um, I'll see what I can do. Uh, it really depends on what my boss is fine with for you. Um, I'll see
They
what I
gave
can
me
do.
access to here.
That is true. That is true. At this point, yeah, as you like look at him, you kind of realize, wait a minute, he looks just like the guy in the other suit.
You have a twin brother?
Kind of like stops what he was doing and looks at you and says, "No."
You got
And
a
I
clone brother?
no. And I will advise you to stop asking questions about
So who
that,
was
at
the
least.
other guy in my cubicle? Well, just last question, I promise. No more.
He didn't tell you who he was?
No, he just called you his comrade.
Of course he did. Well, if he hasn't told you who he was, then I'm not going to tell you either. Simple as that.
Oh,
Anyway, so the project issue that we're dealing with this armor is the fact that we're trying to make it so that you know how like the laser tech we have requires a power source.
yeah.
We want to somehow implement a like rechargeable power source into the nanite armor. At this point, he kind of like puts the thing
I have an idea already.
back onto like the mannequin, and the armor appears again.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
You're going to be wearing the armor, correct?
Yes.
Why not have it powered by motion? Your motion charges up the nanites, charges up. I mean,
Problem is, and he like kind of like walks like he then like takes like one of like the nanites and pulls it off the actual armor,
one of the nanites?
like one of the nano machines,
Ah,
nanite, whatever. And he says the problem is they're pretty small. We can't exactly go, fitting tons of things into this small ball.
so fit it into the accessory, if you know what I mean. I mean, it comes from the accessory, and it's still connected to it, I assume,
Yeah.
somehow. So put that into the accessory. So you run, or you move your arm if it's on your wrist, and you get energy. Well, it powers the suit some more.
Hmm. The thing is, like most of the like accessory IDs we have don't really provide the space on the inside.
What?
So like for like the bracelet we have here. It pulls the bracelet off again. So we drag back into it, and it's not that thick of a bracelet. And he says like the volume on the inside of this bracelet might not have enough space for the technology needed for the motion power.
So you made a suit. So I'm guessing you recharge this by just plugging it into an outlet. Is that how you do it now?
At the moment, this suit isn't really technically powered by anything.
So what's the problem?
We want our weapons to be able to, like, interact with this suit and draw power from it.
So you have the ability to make these nanites.
Hmm.
You could probably just add in something to capture the electricity and store it in the suit itself, and then send it out when needed. That could work, couldn't it?
Potentially, but again, he then holds up the nano machine like a ball. He says, again, they're not that big.
You have the capacity to make more of these, right?
So it add more nanomachines to the actual armor itself.
No, I'm saying make a second set of armor, but more nano machines could work. Maybe, hear me out. Have some nanomachines that, can do that. Either do like a hybrid matrix style, where you just have some slotted in that do that specifically, which would, lower the total consumption power you could have, but it would probably work without, increasing the overall size all that much. Or, you know, you accept a incredibly small size increase and just add in a small method of storage.
Hmm. Kind of like ponders this for a moment. He says, "Yeah, I'd have to get in touch with the R&D guys about this." Still,
I am the R&D guy, at least the
you're one
closest
of
one to capacity.
you're
One of
one of
many,
many,
yes.
yes, especially for this project. And
Let me.
our most concerning projects are the are the like laser tech, but
I would be willing to work on this project for you.
yeah,
Seems interesting.
yeah. I kind of figured you'd say that, hence why I assigned it to you.
Oh, wonderful.
Hmm. So yeah, you work on that for and figure out a way for to do energy shit. I'm not expecting any miracles here. Take all the time you need.
I would like to roll for upgrading this thing.
Uh, Go ahead and give me a. Let me look at the actual different tech roles. Was it education or something?
It's in technique.
Is in technique.
Yeah,
Ah,
I can just list them.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm. Let's see. Roll a electronics tech.
All right. 19.
Um, yeah, I would say that's you you're just like, okay. At first you're like, okay, how am I gonna do this? And then you're just like, oh, I know. and then he like draw up plans for like up like tons of like uh power capabilities for this thing and stuff. And it's just like, haha,
Urethra.
yeah. And you kind of like put and like you open up, so you like, go to like the computer and like type things up and do some things. You like open a like a custom like app on the computer that's just like that's like design like a uh like a circuit board. I can like custom make it and whatnot. And
Mm.
but long story short, you custom make like a circuit board that can fit into one of the nano machines. Nano machines will have to get bigger a tiny bit, but still, it'll fit in it. And
So I've successfully made this
you you made
movement-based system work.
yeah.
Well, I guess I'm going to contact the guy and tell him, hey, guess what? I made it work.
He's gonna immediately respond with a huh?
There's a
And
reason they hired me.
it's taken R&D guys like years to develop the nano machines, and you just come in like one day and you're like, hey, guess what? I can make this better.
It's why they hired me, to make things better.
Oh my gosh, I guess. Okay, I'll send send the file to the to some of the other R&D guys, and he sends you some some of the contact info. And he says they'll go to work on it. Jesus Christ, they suck. Don't tell them I said
I mean, why would I?
that. I don't know, but still, don't tell them. Anyway, yeah, send the file to them. They'll work on it. Um,
Is this
meantime,
enough to get me a suit of this stuff?
I still need to tell my boss. I'll just give me a few days, okay?
Will do. I've got some
In
time.
the meantime, uh, the stuff you deliver should be arriving in your other space in probably like a few hours. Okay?
Hmm.
Okay. So, you got a few hours to kill before your delivery. What do you do now?
Uh, fucking. Well, I've got two options here that I can see. Either
Mhm.
go back to residential and join the gun club, or keep working. And considering how effective I probably just earned myself a bonus. I'm gonna keep working.
Okay. So you kind of like fiddle around with this armor a while longer, and your tablet uh pings pings up with your delivery has arrived.
Well, go check out the delivery.
Okay. So you board the tram, you head back to weapons development. Leaving the suit in the room, of course. And you head back and you head to your room, and sure enough, basically everything you wanted is in here now.
Wunderbar.
Hmm.
That is German. I don't speak German, but I'm saying German.
Hey, it's Cyberpunk. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Like a
I would like to basically attach. I'd like to use the metal armor and the linear frame and basically merge the two so that the metal armor's downsides get, less bad,
go
but you
ahead
still get the
and
protection of the metal.
yeah, go ahead and give me a basic tech.
26.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. So you, yeah, it. Jesus. You do happen to make them whole through a whole mess of mess. You're not sure how you did it yourself, to be perfectly honest, but hey, you did it.
So I've just made prototype power armor.
Pretty much. Yes.
I suppose we can hash out the stats of this later.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with that right now.
Yeah.
We can do it like before the session tomorrow or something.
Hmm.
Assuming you're gonna be there for that.
I will.
Okay,
I
yeah.
should be.
I kind of figured, but I thought I'd ask anyway.
Yeah.
Especially you got some Jason voice acting for you to do.
Jason fucking dies ASMR.
He's not gonna die. I think. Nothing concrete yet, of course. Because why would it
All right.
be? Thanks, Brain. So yeah, anything else you want to do or
Well,
want to do?
not really.
Okay,
Work till the day ends. At home after that, I suppose.
okay. So you kind of just do some general work for the rest of the time, and I assume you're gonna join that gun club before you actually.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Show
Well,
off my fancy ass shotgun. Actually, speaking of, I should work on my shotgun.
okay then. Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah.
Fabrication?
Yep.
Fabrication weapons
Basic
tech?
tech.
Alright. Wouldn't it be weapons tech? Not. I got
Oh
a
yeah,
19.
yeah. Sorry, it would be weapons tech. My bad. I forgot weapons
19.
tech
That
exists for
work?
a second. Ah, yeah, I guess. Good enough. You make a
I now
basically
officially
experimental
have.
version of the full version, but it'll work in a pinch. Yeah, you now have your experimental shot, the double shotgun.
The Prez Dictat.
Yeah. Man. Hey, look at that thing again. That thing's good. That's probably like the best piece of like homebrew that we've had this game.
Yeah.
For now, at least. I'm sure the power armor's
All
gonna be
right.
awesome too.
I'm
You're probably gonna
I'm not
feel
even going to be
awesome.
using that if the tech were if depending on the stats, I might not even get be able to use it, but it would be really good for someone else to use. I would want the nanite armor anyways. That seems more my style.
Keep in mind, I had planned them to like work on that after they finish the laser tech, which will get done in what is it like? Okay, so you guys are in March right now. I think I have it set so that they'll finish the laser tech in like June-ish.
Well, they got me, baby.
Um, and then they would focus on the nanomachine armor. And you basically jump that you single-handedly jumped the nanomachine research a few months. like
Fuck
you jumped that
yeah.
way ahead of schedule, and now now I've got to make a choice of whether or not they're gonna keep focusing on laser tech or do like a dual focus on both laser and nanomachines.
I'm immediately getting promoted to head of nanotech.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, hey, it's your call.
I got a wolf with it. See what they do. See what the CEO wants to do. See what anyone wants to do. But that's for another day. You've been here for not. You've been here for one day, man. And you
One day.
jumped research like months. Jesus.
It's been one day since I started work, and I already managed to speed up the process of my boss's takeover of the state or something. I'm trying to do this to the tune of 1 week by bare naked ladies, but it's not working.
It's dumb. That's what this is.
Mm. All right. Well,
It's probably a good spot to end the one-on-one as well. Anyway, with that done, with that, I still can't believe you. I hope you're happy.
I'm just gonna sit and wait, go to work and back, keep working on the nanotech instead of the lasers, and kind of just hope that I end up
To
getting
be
access to
fair,
that
you
prototype.
haven't been
It would
giving
be sick.
any yeah, you haven't been giving any assignments with the laser tech chest yet. So
Yeah.
when you do, I'm sure you'll be jumping that research ahead a few months, probably as well.
That would be cool.
Would be nice using the actual stat block for those, but it's totally fine. Besides, I still need to conduct more research and more playtesting of those myself. They're pretty powerful. Anyway, yeah, that's small hour and 14-minute session. I think that's good for a one-on-one.